In this video, I want to do basically the exact same thing that we did with the gunshot audio and have a gunshot, particle effect. So this is going to be things like muzzle flash and that sort of stuff. So to begin, we first off need to go to our weapon module .build.cs because we need to bring in the Niagara system. So let's go ahead and add as a dependency the Niagara. I think it would just be Niagara. I don't know exactly what all is in Niagara core, but let's go to firearm.h and make a new component. So T object pointer of U Niagara component. So let's forward declare and call this one the gunshot muzzle particle. So let's go to our firearm.cpp. So gunshot muzzle particle equals create default subobject of U Niagara component. And this will just be text, gunshot. Let's do muzzle particle. So let's go ahead and include the Niagara component like so. And we're basically going to take this, copy, and paste. So then we just swap out the audio component with the muzzle particle. So this way we want to also auto manage the attachment and the parent and all of that. So again, when we shoot, it is going to take this and attach it to our firearm mesh component at the muzzle socket. Then once the particle has finished, it is going to take it and detach it. So it's no longer being updated when we are moving. So that saves some resources there. So we need to go now. Let's go to our on bundles loaded. And here we're going to go to our gunshot sound and add a new U property. And for this is going to be the particle. So let's change audio to particle and have a T soft object pointer to a U. Actually, what would it be? It's like a U Niagara system. So let's call this the gunshot muzzle particle. So I'm just going to forward. I don't need to forward declare, I guess. We'll see if it throws a fit. So now let's grab our gunshot audio component, muzzle particle, and we want to set the particle. So it's either set asset, that looks about right. So set Niagara. Okay, so we just want set asset. And that's going to be the get PDA firearm. Yes, let's grab the wrong one. Actually, that was the right one. Gunshot muzzle particle dot get. Okay, let's see what's wrong. U Niagara system is incomplete, so we need to include it. So let's include the Niagara system.h. So once we have that, let's go down to our on fire. Here we perform our gunshot audio. Let's grab our gunshot muzzle particle. And let's see, is it called play or what? There is activate. So let's try activate system. So if we go into the activate system function, it first checks is the particle active, or more so the component. And if it is, then we reset and activate again. If it is not active, then we just simply activate it. So we could just call this as well, but we're going to go ahead and try both. We don't need to worry about the parameter as it doesn't actually do anything, as far as I know anyways. So once we have that, let's go ahead and give it a try. Actually, I just realized I forgot to do one thing. So we need to add to our bundles to load. We want to also add particles. So particle. So now we can actually give it a try. Okay, once we are back in the editor, let's go ahead and go to our data asset that defines the weapon. So we have a gunshot muzzle particle. Now, in my case, I'm going to be using Ballistic VFX because, well, I already own it and I cannot make any good particles. So feel free to use your own, but purchase this if you don't already have it. Grab whatever you want. So we're going to go to Particles, Muzzle, and I want just Muzzle Flash, and I'll use small. So let's give this a try and just see what happens. So I shoot, and there we go. We now have some muzzle particle. So at some point or another, we're going to be setting up some randomization. So, this is not just the exact same particle over and over, but that'll be something to do in the future. So let's go ahead to our BAR, STG, and Thompson, whatever other firearms you may have, and set the particle. Then save. So let's give it a try. 1911's good. The BAR is also good. The STG and Thompson. Like how it adds light to the wall. Okay. So that is everything there. So we can get a rough view as to what this will look like from a third-person/remote client perspective. So 1911. And so, yeah, I'd say that is pretty nice as a good starting point. So I also don't necessarily want to have a muzzle flash every shot because that is something where in real life it can be quite inconsistent, especially if you have some sort of flash hider or just general break on the end of the firearm. So that is going to be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.